Hi my lovely beading people! How are you today? Today I'm making a test video because I bought some new things. I bought some a new light and new things for filming. And I really wanted to know if it is an improvement or not. So I want to know do you see any difference and things like that. So I made a list. And if you're watching this video, please let me know how about the sound. Is the sound better? Because as you can see, I have now I have a microphone, and I can filter out background sounds, not all, but at least the most of the noise. So I filmed it with my computer still running on the back side, because that one really makes a lot of noise. And I wanted to know do you still hear that or not? I want to know about the light. I'm looking at this way because I made a list for myself. Can you see any difference? I used to have how is that called? The daylight lamps, but they were just a little bit yellow, and somehow the color shifted sometimes in the video. So I bought a new lamp. Let me see if I can show you how it looks. I'm going to show you the top view here. So as you can see, this is the new daylight lamp, and the difference with this lamp is that I can move my hands around it and above it, and because my phone will be here, because I'm going to film on my phone and not on my camera anymore, because I think this is an improvement because it has more functions to improve things. But what is really handy for me is that very convenient, is that when I pull my thread, I can not hit my lamp anymore, because normally you would hear a thing in so thing like this sound. Maybe you've heard it before. Well, that's the sound of me hitting my lamp, because that were my daylight lamps, and now I can just move my hands underneath it without it making any sound. So that is something that I hope that will improve. Also the focus is different. I can move my beadwork up and down more easily. So I would love to know if that is an improvement or not too. The clarity of the beads, can you see the beads, or is it just is it blurry or not, or is the part that you need to see, is it blurry or not? I would really love your opinion on that. And is it wobbly? So is the image, I noticed that when I filmed myself like this, that you saw how do I say that? That it moved along with me, that when I did this, that it focused on my face, and that it stayed focused there. And I hope that it will do that with my beadwork too, because in that case you would always stay in focus one way or another. So let me know. So quick list update. So sound list, sound, light, focus, clarity of beads, and wobbliness. If you would help me out with that, I would really appreciate it. And let's go to the testing video. Oh, and by the way, before I forget it, this is a new pendant. You can find it in my Etsy shop. I will link it down below. And next week, and I'm going to show you that in the video too, we're going to make the bracelet, and it will focus better in the video than I'm doing now. But we're going to make the bracelet with this one. So I'm going to show you it just like this. So we're going to make that next week. But as I need to test out my filming first, I first need to know what you think. So let me know, and I will see you next week. Bye bye! Okay, so let's test this out. I want to know if you can see the things I do. And I still have to make like a square for myself to know that I'm out of frame if I move from this or that side. But I just wanted to test out if the lighting is okay, and if you can see everything right, and if it is an improvement of my my last kind of filming, something like that. I'm not going to make a tutorial. I'm just going to show you some beads and maybe string something, because I just want to well, see if you can see everything that I'm doing. So it's just a testing video, and this is what we're going to make next week. And I just want to know of you if this works for you. Is it in focus and is it in frame? Maybe I need to tweak some things like the focus and what I said. I need to see when I'm in frame or not. And I will do the same thing that I always do, like when I tell a step. For example, I just picked up I believe 8 seed beads, and then I went through all the beads one more time, and now I'm going to step up through the next seed bead, and I will always pause and like I usually do, like show you what I'm doing in the next step. So, and then pull, and then for example move up to the next 2 seed beads and pull, and then pick up 1 seed bead and go through the next 2 seed beads, for example, like that. Now I'm going to test when I show you something if that works or not. So I still need to, as I said, I need to make a frame because I need to test out what works or not. And if you're asking like, what is this? Well, I made a leather protection for my finger. Maybe you've seen it before in one of my videos. And it is because, as you see, it's quite worked up already, because I tend to do this. So I tend to push it up with my fingers. If I push the bead through the beadwork, I stab myself in the finger, and I have stabbed myself too far, and I have had an infected finger many years before I made this. So that's why I have this on my finger. It's a little bit unusual, but most people have like a thimble, but it doesn't work for me because it's too hard, and I have a very small finger, and most of the thimbles won't stick to my finger. So that's why I made one myself. But when I show you something, I don't have to hold it up to the camera. I can, but and I'm sorry for my dry fingers. I need to do a lot of lotion before I'm going to start filming. But I think it's a little bit better because normally I would have to look up to see if you can see, and it won't focus to this point, because I can see like it is out of focus now, but it focuses on the other part of the image. So I think that I can really show you more of the beadwork. And yes, I think I have a little bit more space to show you with my hands also, because normally I would have like a very small space to show you, and the quality of the video would be okay. But I always fought with the lighting, because there were like, as I said before, I believe 2 lamps on the side, and when I would pull my thread, I would always like, so I would pull my thread like this, and I would hit my lamp. And you will hear like, would hear like ding, and that was my lamp. And now I have just a big round lamp above me. That is just one lamp, and it's a special lamp that is made for vlogging and blogging and such, like things like that. And it is a great lamp actually to have like the daylight, but it is an LED light, so it's not the yellowish light. It's more of a bright light. So I hope that you like this, that the improvement of my videos. Also, I have improvement of speech, because or maybe not speech, that's not the right word, but I have bought a microphone. So I think that and I also want to know about that, that the background sounds are a little bit different. I might make like an intro to this video. I think I will do that, because it's a little bit weird just to start with how I started it now. But I just want to know, like, can you see this, and can you see like the beats that I have here? Because I really feel that if I can make videos in this way, that I have more space for my beats, because I can fill up my space for the beats to up to here. And that's actually like a pretty wide place, because normally I would have like this much space, and now I have about at least a quarter more. But also I feel that that the camera focuses faster, because I can move it up very quickly and I can move it down very quickly, and it is just picking up the beats much better. But I want to know your opinion. Please let me know if this is an improvement, and if so, it will make my life much easier, because as I said, I can't hit my lamp anymore. It's easier because it's just on my phone, so I can upload the files much easier. They will also be of the same quality but smaller, and it will make as I said, it will make my life easier, because I can see what I'm doing without looking up on like an itty bitty tiny screen. I can now look on my whole phone, and actually like I can look next to my phone through my lamp what I'm doing, so I can just beat as I would normally do. But I can also see on my phone at the same time what I'm doing and if I'm out of frame or not. So anyway, sorry for the long testing video, but please let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!